Alright, I'm out here at the Lake El Reno ATV area. Just a quick little loop to warm this beast up. It's a Cr80 with the XR100 motor in. It's got a 120 kit, CRF 150F carb, oil cooler, hot cams. It's just a fun little bike. It is a big wheel. And this area was closed for a little while because, as you can see, they dropped all the tree branches from a storm here into last year. So now that it's reopened, I wanted to come out here and check it out because this is an area the wife enjoyed, but with it being closed, there wasn't a whole lot you could go do, especially on simpler riding areas. So I'm just going to kind of ride around here, see if anything's really changed, or if it's all about the same. Some pretty good mud spots because it's rained a lot this summer. This thing's running a whole lot better in the mid-range with the rejet on the carb. Still not perfect, but much better. So this little loop is still nice and open. The one good thing about it being somewhat muddy is the fact that there's no dust. And the mud is limited to low spots, really. It's definitely an area geared more towards beginners. That's good because there's not a whole lot of beginner-friendly riding areas that are actually close to OKC. I think I might try messing with the timing on this next to adjust it some. But it's running pretty good now. So, this is Lake El Reno. There's really not a whole lot out here. It's not a huge area. Plenty of spots that you can ride around, have fun. That spot got dug out significantly on the backside. It wasn't like that before. This spot's really muddy right here. Not 100% happy in the mid-range. Might need a different needle shape to cure that. This is riding pretty good. Another big muddy spot right here. There's a long loop right over there that I just rode. And there's this, it's the shorter loop. I like hitting this just because it's kind of a jump to flat, so you kind of get used to body positioning when you jump. Definitely not a very technical riding area, but it's kind of an open riding area. If it was busy out here, I'd be a little bit more concerned just because there's no set direction on any trails. But just being bikes and ATVs, that should help. And this whole bike will rev to the moon if you let it. The only problem with all the water right now is there's about 1 million mosquitoes. But this is definitely a very good beginner riding area. Get my way. Yeah, you can hear a little stumble right there. I don't know if I need to just kind of take a constant throttle lap and see if it tells me anything. Yeah, this area for a beginner is much better than Stanley Draper. Got some rough spots, you got some little hills, you got some little spots you can use as jumps. Yeah, you can kind of hear it burbling down low, so it's definitely not 100% happy. But that could be timing too. Back there turned into a little mini lake. That used to be one way to get towards the exit. A lot of mud right there, so let's go over to this side where it's a little less muddy. Seems like that quarter throttle transitions where it's really not very happy now. Used to be, let's see if I can even work my way over there because I've got all these tree branches. That used to just be solid fence. Got to be careful going through here so you don't get a stick jammed in anything. But yeah, that used to be a little kids riding loop on the other side of the fence right there. And it was just a circle. But for little kids that were just getting used to it, that was pretty good. So you used to park over on the other side of that to unload and come in. Since they dumped all the branches out here, that's changed now. I think I need a different needle in this carburetor. That might be another step I try too. It's just that transition zone that seems unhappy. Yeah, there's not a whole lot out here, but just ride around for a little bit and have some fun. This is pretty good. Got some spots where you can get some pretty good speed up. Got corners. This is a fun little area to ride in. Like somebody's ridden through here. This did go up a little steep hill and then back down. It looks like it still does, but it's kind of hidden by branches and sunflowers. So this is Lake El Reno. This is how the Cr80 conversion is running so far. Seems to be running pretty good. I'm pretty happy with the respring on the suspension. Could probably use some revalving because I haven't managed to bottom it out. But the front springs are for some of the optional springs for CRF 150R. And the rear spring is the BBR heavy spring for the Cr80. It's a little double, but I'm kind of chicken to hit it too fast just because you don't got a lot of run out room right there. Same with that spot. You can hit it wrong and you might be crashing. I might need to remove the little backfire preventer off this carburetor. Now this thing does pretty smooth. There's one other guy out here right now. So it's supposed to rain later today, but hopefully soon can come back out here with the wife. This really is a good beginner area. Yeah, it seems to be like when I get back on the throttle after compression braking that it's the most unhappy. Yeah, right there you better be prepared to go airborne. Looks like they set it up to be like a little double. Oh, mud hole right here, another mud hole. Yeah, this is Lake El Reno riding area. It's not the fanciest, but if you just want to kind of putt around, maybe try get body position down for some small jumps, this is a good one to come to.